Teruto Ishihara taking on Artem Lobov. Teruto Ishihara is a minus 250 favorite. Comeback on Lobov, plus 210. One question for you, Cody. Is Artem going to keep it flowy?
He's going to try, but I think he's in for a rough one here big time.
Oh, I thought you were going to take it off on there. The one thing about Lobov, the guy is durable. He's tough. He can take a lot of shots. He's not the most skilled guy in the division, but he can win against, the lowest.
The lowest of the low.
Of the low.
Ishihara is not that.
Ishihara is a guy that we've seen massive improvements ever since, starting to train with Team Alpha Male here.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is a showcase fight for Ishihara, who is not allowed to call out his bitches anymore.
Oh, he got banned on that, eh?
UFC called him, said, no more bitches.
Wow.
No more bitches for you.
Wow.
So he says...
That's the only reason he started fighting in the first place.
So now he just loves his ladies.
Yeah, that sounds
The guy's got some power, but he's been fighting lower-level guys too. Julian Erosa, and then Horacio Gutierrez in his last fight. The one problem that I have with this one, and I think Teruto Ishihara wins. I just don't. I see a lot of people going in the direction of Ishihara by knockout / TKO. And I don't know if, Lobov, the one thing he's got going for him is durability. He can take a punch. It could be 10-8, 10-8, 10-8. But he's still going to be coming forward with his arms up like this, doing Artem Lobov things. So I think you can make Teruto Ishihara a parlay piece in the spot. I think he outpoints him, but it is risky to start going into the other props, I think.
Lobov can take it, man. And just speaking to that, I watched this, the cool little countdown to McGregor versus Alvarez and playing so many clips of this and this. And I see this clip, and it's McGregor in his gym, and he passes, and he just starts to ground and pound some hapless bow. And then my buddy's like, Jesus, is that how he treats his training partners? I was like, oh, that's Lobov. He's essentially just...
He's the Russian hammer.
Yeah, exactly. And
who usually is the nail.
You normally is. Look at his record. You'll know. This guy's usually the nail. But he's tough and he's durable. And I think that's the only thing that's going to give Ishihara problems. Ishihara likes to go out fast and aggressive. Fast and aggressive guys usually tend to tear. Wear down, sorry. We've seen it in his fight against Mizuto Harada in his UFC debut, essentially. He gets this road to UFC, little win, goes to the finals against Harada. He starts out great against Harada. He drops Harada. He's all over this guy. And Harada's a former Sengoku champion, a seasoned veteran. He's all over him. It's an eye-opening experience for him, but he tires. He tires really fast, actually. So now as he's tiring, Harada's getting himself back into it, using that veteran savvy-ship, and the fight ends up being a draw. So now he goes on and he knocks out Julian Erosa in the first round, so you don't get to see it. Horacio's starting to work his way back into that fight, and then he gets knocked out too. So the thing with Lobov is knocking him out in the first round, that's still a very, very, very tough task. You got to assume that he's working with McGregor on a day-to-day basis for the last number of years. So getting hit, he's used to it. Look at his career. I mean, I know he's been knocked out before, but for the most part, he's fighting guys 2-3 weight classes up on him, and he's still able to go out there and have success. So I see the merit in him. I think that he goes out there, he takes a beating against Ishihara, he starts to slowly work his way back in it. The thing with Lobov is if you're going to fight the kind of game plan of take a beating in the first 2 rounds and come back late, you got to be able to finish yourself. And seeing what he did against Chris Avila, where he controlled 15 minutes of a 15-minute fight,
against Avila,
and really never put Avila in a whole lot of... Now, Avila's tough too. We know that. He's durable. Yeah. But he didn't really seem to have the offense to put away a guy late. And when I look at the fight against Ishihara's a lot longer than him. He's a lot faster than him. He's a lot more mobile. He's a lot more athletic. He packs a lot of punch.
Ishihara has a 5-inch reach advantage here.
Yeah, so he should be able to just pick him off on the outside, but he doesn't fight like that. He fights like, I'm going to close my own distance and try to get in your face, which would favor a guy like Lobov. I think Ishihara takes the win. I'm fairly comfortable with it. The one thing that jumps out at me is this price, minus 250. It's like, okay, Ishihara's very unproven. He's got a draw in a fight that he completely faded in, and 2 first-round knockouts.
Against really low-level guys.
Against low-level guys. Now you're getting a gatekeeper, and the thing with gatekeepers is this is how they make their money. They make their money on taking these fights that you probably... Do you know how many times he's been the underdog and he's won? Yeah. He's 12-12-1. He's been the underdog in 20 of those 25 fights. So he knows this spot.
He knows his role.
It's a familiar spot, and guess what? He's fighting at home. So
we both like Teruto Ishihara to get the job done against Artem Lobov, but
dangerous.
The price just isn't right.